If you aren't sure what to sell on Poshmark and have items that just won't sell, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to share with you a Poshmark selling tip that can make you more money and is guaranteed to help you sell more on Poshmark. I will share with you what's on my Nolo list and how to make one for yourself. Now, a Nolo list are brands that I'm not buying anymore to resell, and maybe you shouldn't either. What's up, resellers? I'm Rebecca, and you are watching Rebecca the Reseller. I'm a six-figure reseller on Poshmark and other platforms, and my channel is all about Poshmark selling tips to help you make more money on Poshmark. So if that sounds good to you, I hope you will subscribe. Let's get started. I have been talking a lot lately about having a Nolo list. These are brands that you are purposely not picking up anymore to resell on Poshmark or Mercari or eBay or Tradesy, wherever you happen to sell. Because what you don't source is really more important than what you actually do source to sell online. Now, purposely saying no to certain items has really helped me make more money and sales on Poshmark and really just earn more money overall, because I'm not spending my time and my sourcing budget on items that have proven to not sell fast. I'm trying to focus on items that have a high ASP or average sales price and do sell fast. So first I'll share with you what's on my Nolo list, and then I'll share with you 8 tips so you can create a Nolo list for yourself. A quick note about everything I'm going to share in this video. This is all based on my business and my personal experience. There are a lot of exceptions, and I'm not here to judge anyone's business. So just keep that in mind as you're watching and interpret what you can take away from this for yourself based on what works for me. So my Nolo list consists of brands that I'm not buying anymore, as well as item and fabric types that I'm purposely avoiding. So some of the brands, let's talk about brands. Some of the brands that I'm not picking up are cheap brands like Old Navy and Forever 21. Bargain store brands like from Walmart or Target. Department store brands like brands from Kohl's, and also house brands from places like JCPenney and even Nordstrom. I also really don't want to deal with items that are oversaturated and undervalued bread and butter brands like Chico's and Talbot's, Gap and American Eagle, and also Banana Republic. Some of the random brands that I used to sell but I don't anymore are ones like Liz Claiborne and Coldwater Creek. Now, I have lots of brands that I don't pick up, and I can't list every single one of them here. It's just too many, but I wanted to share with you the kinds of brands that I'm not picking up and the reasons why, so that you understand and can kind of think about that for yourself based on what you normally find and how you can make your own Nolo brands list. Now, I want to talk about the types of items that I don't sell. I don't sell in categories like mostly men's, kids, and hard goods. I just don't focus on that. Also, juniors sizing. I'm not focusing on that. There are certain types of item types like t-shirts and pajamas, most skirts, lingerie, and bras that I'm not picking up. I don't sell fabric types like acrylic or polyester or rayon for the most part. Now, my Nolo list includes brand and item type combinations that I focus on as well, and also have some exceptions. So for example, like J. Crew, I will sell a certain kind of sweater, but I won't sell a tank top from J. Crew. Now the exceptions though to that is that I will sell a cashmere tank top from J. Crew, but I won't sell a run-of-the-mill cardigan sweater from J. Crew. So you may have some nuances for these brands and item type combinations that make sense for you. That's one example. Another is like Torrid. I only sell Torrid dresses. I'm not going to sell anything else from Torrid. Or Banana Republic. I'm only going to sell a recent style, like a floral midi dress that's trendy. I'm not going to sell anything else. Now, over time in reselling, you will find these kinds of combinations and nuances that make sense for you based on all the items you've sold and all of the experience you have. But if you're new and you want to level up faster, then learning these kinds of things now will really serve you over time. Next, I'm going to share with you 8 quick tips to help you make your own Nolo list. Tip number 1, don't just create a Nolo list, but also create a Bolo criteria list. So you want to be able to focus on what you're saying no to, but you also want to know what you're trying to be on the lookout for. Tip number 2, don't waste your time and money on items that are too risky, too low return, and clog up your store. Number 3, review your solds and sales, and if they're under a certain amount, those are the things that should be on your Nolo list. Number 4, similarly, is also review all of your active items, and anything that's been sitting or is under a certain value, those things should also go on your Nolo list. Tip number 5 is to focus on fast selling items and items of a certain value. That way you can really build up and level up. Tip number 6 is revisit your list often so you can make changes as needed. Tip number 7 is to actually write this list down or put it as a phone note so that you can refer to it easily. You're more likely to stick to it that way. Tip number 8, exceptions are okay, but everything is not an exception. So you have to make sure that for the most part, you're sticking to this list. If you want to go more in depth about what brands are good to sell on Poshmark, go ahead and check out the playlist that I have linked for you on the screen. Do you have a Nolo list for your reselling business? If so, what brands are on your list? I want to know. Leave them in the comments below. You can find lots of reseller discounts and freebies and recommendations that I have for you in the description below, so be sure to check it out. Be sure to watch the next video that comes up right here. Bye!